What is up, hockey fans? Welcome back to the channel. Grab your double-doubles and get comfortable because we've got some fresh Toronto Maple Leafs news to chat about today. If you're new here, we cover everything Leafs, from the big league club down to the Marlies. Drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and let's get right into it. So, the Leafs have officially locked up one of their own to add some much-needed depth up front. According to reports that dropped on Friday, July 4th, Toronto has signed 24-year-old forward Ryan Tverberg to a one-year, two-way contract. Now, I know what you're thinking. A one-year deal? What does this mean for his future in Toronto? Don't worry, we're going to break down the exact numbers, what this means for his RFA status, and why this local kid from Richmond Hill is actually a massive story for the organization, especially after what he just did in the playoffs. Let's get into the contract details first. Alright, let's talk money and terms. According to Puckpedia and Daily Faceoff, Tverberg's new deal is a one-year, two-way contract. If he's playing up with the big club in Toronto, he's going to make $850,000 at the NHL level. If he gets sent down to the AHL to play with the Toronto Marlies, he'll pull in $250,000 in the minors. The contract also includes $350,000 in guaranteed money, and it carries a cap hit of $850,000 for the 2026-27 season. Now, why a one-year deal? Well, Tverberg is still a restricted free agent. This is basically a bridge deal. It's a show-me-what-you-got contract. The Leafs are giving him one more year to prove that he can crack the NHL roster out of training camp and stick around for more than just a couple of shifts. For Tverberg, it keeps his NHL dreams alive while giving the Leafs flexibility. If he rips it up in the preseason, they can bring him up. If they need a gritty, reliable bottom six guy, he's their man. But if the logjam at center and wing is too crazy, he's got a comfortable landing spot in the AHL. Honestly, for a 7th-round pick, getting a guaranteed NHL contract, even a two-way one, is a massive win. Let's take a step back and look at who Ryan Tverberg is, because his story's pretty cool. He's a Richmond Hill, Ontario native. That's right, he's a local boy who grew up in the GTA, played his junior hockey close to home, and was drafted by the Leafs back in 2020. 7th-round picks usually have a steep climb to the NHL, and Tverberg has definitely had to grind for it. He signed his 3-year entry-level deal back in 2023, and since then he's been a staple in the Marlies organization. Over the last 4 years, he's played 162 games for Toronto's AHL affiliate, racking up 79 points. He's not your flashy highlight reel superstar who's going to dangle through the neutral zone and score from the blue line. He's a hard-working, two-way forward. He plays with an edge, he's responsible defensively, and he's the kind of player coaches love to have on the bench in a tight game. But man, did he ever flip the switch when it mattered most this past year. And that brings me to the absolute best part of this story, the 2026-27 season with the Toronto Marlies. If you weren't paying attention to the AHL this year, you missed out, because the Marlies just won the 2026 Calder Cup. They beat the Chicago Wolves in 5 games, taking the final game 4-3 in an absolute barn burner. And guess who was a massive part of that run? You got it, Ryan Tverberg. During the 2026-27 regular season, he put up 36 points, 15 goals, and 21 assists in 63 games. But in the playoffs, the guy was an absolute menace. Tverberg chipped in 6 goals and 8 assists during the Calder Cup playoffs. He even scored a massive overtime winner to double the Marlies' lead in the finals. When the stakes were at their highest, Tverberg was producing. He was clutch. He was doing the dirty work in the corners, winning board battles and burying pucks when the team needed a goal. Bringing home a Calder Cup to Toronto is a huge deal for the franchise, and having a local kid like Tverberg hoist that trophy is exactly the kind of narrative you love to see in hockey. So, what's next for Ryan Tverberg? He's going to training camp this fall with a massive chip on his shoulder. He's got a Calder Cup ring on his finger, a new contract in his pocket, and he's going to push hard for a spot in the Leafs' bottom 6. The Leafs always need reliable, penalty-killing, hard-nosed forwards who can play 10 to 12 minutes a night without making a mistake. If Tverberg can translate that playoff AHL dominance to the NHL level, he could very well be a fixture in Toronto for years to come. What do you guys think? Do you think Tverberg makes the Leafs out of camp this year? Or is he destined for another year of dominating the AHL? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. I read all of them. If you enjoyed this video, please smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and ring the bell so you never miss an update on the Leafs and the Marlies. Until next time, keep your sticks on the ice. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers!